Did you know that there's a brewery craze going on in America? What used to be a hobby in some folks' garages has blown up into a nationwide phenomenon. This is not a story about beer. Well, not totally. This is a love story about one of the most uncommon couples ever to find each other here in the South. It's about a cute little co-ed, a hyper high school jock, a big RV, and oh yeah, a lot of beer.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Karis, and you're invited to go on tour with us.
Hitting the road doing what we love to do, RVing.
And discovering unique breweries along the way.
There are over 7,000 craft breweries in America and counting.
So far, we have visited over 100 of them.
And with you, we have plenty more to explore.
So Ryan and I first met back in the 5th grade here in Tampa.
She moved in from Michigan, I moved in from Lutz.
Went to school together, middle school and high school. He was much more the jock.
Karis in high school was that good girl, that student council, dressed nice.
Not the most studious guy out there, but he was fun and nice, and I was a little bit more on the reserved side.
She had that short Molly Ringwald hair, and my mind said, ask her out, ask her out. And for some reason I didn't. And throughout the years when we went our separate ways, I would always remember that time in the hallway.
Flash forward 30 years later, here we are, you know, a couple kids later, a couple marriages later.
Started this online dating. I was swiping right, left, up, down.
We actually reconnect on a dating site.
My computer, my phone went bam. And I look, and it was a picture of Karis.
Ryan popped up as a match, and just for giggles, I sent him a message and said, hey, remember me?
Holy cow, heck yes, I do.
You know, because it's kind of funny to run into somebody you know on a dating site.
Let's have a beer.
We hook up for a beer the next night, and it's been beer drinking and hanging out, and now marriage ever since.
First stop, Ybor City, Rock Brothers Brewing.
One of our favorite places we go to is Rock Brothers Brewery in Ybor City. This place is amazing. It incorporates rock bands and their beer together. I've never seen a place like this before.
Very cool. I'm a huge diehard Tom Petty fan, and I love the concept that they have here of it being a rock venue where they have concerts and live music all the time, on top of fantastic beer.
My name's Scooby Olivier. I'm the Director of Spirits and Education here at Rock Brothers Brewing. Basically, to keep with the theme of Rock Brothers, what we do here is we create beers with bands. They're 100% collaborations. A great example would be our Hooty's Homegrown Blonde Ale, which is created with Hooty and the Blowfish. Darius Rucker came to us and said, you know, I'm getting into craft beer and I'm looking for something new, and this is kind of what I like. So can you guys do this, but maybe add something to it? So we took what he was looking for and interpreted it into a beer and gave him exactly what he wanted.
So one of the coolest things about Rock Brothers Brewery is the venue that they have upstairs for concerts.
This is the monk in the attic. This is the guy that watches over everything here.
It's a small, intimate space that has bistro tables that holds maybe 150 to 200 people. It's a great opportunity to see upcoming artists as well as your favorite bands that come to Tampa.
This place went from a firehouse to a hardware store to a brewery that is a concert venue.
That's what makes our show so unique, is we have the opportunity to visit these fantastic breweries throughout the country that each have their own unique qualities.
And everywhere we go, there's a Scooby.
We're headed to St. Petersburg, Florida. Three Daughters Brewing.
My name is Bob Karskat. I'm the Marketing and Communications Manager here at Three Daughters Brewing. The history behind the name Three Daughters is actually kind of funny. Our owners, our founders, were sitting there one time when they were discussing whether or not opening a brewery was really a viable option. And the wife looks to the husband and says, well, how many beers do you think we'd have to sell to get our three daughters through college? So here we are, Three Daughters Brewing. Karis, let's get you a bunch of different stuff to try. We've got some dark stuff. We've got this nice double IPA, super hoppy. You're gonna love that. And this one, just in time for the holiday season, a nice cranberry sour.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try it and have him try it
Cheers.
too.
Let me kind of
So
get my
which one do you
palate ready.
suggest I start with?
I would probably go with this, let's go with that whiskey porter first.
The whiskey
Just go ahead and
porter.
get the big stuff out of the way. It's
Yeah.
a dark porter aged in bourbon barrels. You're gonna love it. He might hate it, but I think you'll enjoy it.
What do you think?
I think it's fantastic. You definitely can taste the whiskey in there.
Should I try it?
Yeah, give it a try. I think you'll like
I'm
it.
scared. You know me.
If you like whiskey, you'll enjoy those.
It's good.
Intense, right?
Yeah, that should come. That comes in that barrel, right?
Yes, it does. Let's move
Okay, you can have the rest of that.
It's fun having them in here because Karis has a very refined, exquisite palate. She appreciates everything across the board. And then, Ryan will drink stuff too sometimes.
Ryan still has a 12-year-old palate. He likes his chicken fingers. He likes his light beer. Whereas I like to experiment with new things and say I have a little bit more of a mature palate.
People make fun of my palate. I was born with this palate. Karis's palate, on the other hand, muddy.
That better not be beer right there.
Going in.
Don't mess it up, man.
How big of a space?
Well, you can see how fast the label goes.
Okay, so go as fast as the labels?
Yeah, you just don't want to put them together.
Last stop, In the Loop Brewing.
You're finding a big movement in Florida where they're growing a certain variety of hop that can actually survive and thrive in Florida. We actually hand pick our hops and we get like 4 pickings out of it. Pretty successful for doing one beer, but we don't have enough whole cone hops to do all kinds, varieties of beer.
Right.
So we just do it for our 20-mile level pale.
I love that you have like a proprietary hop. I love that Ryan is a dreamer. He has great ideas and he's always thinking outside of the box. He keeps me on my toes all the time.
She speaks my love language. She and I can look at each other and say 2 words, and all we gotta do is say so much. And she says so much, babe.
He's fun to be around and exciting and adventurous and looks at the positive in every single thing.
I knew for the first moment that she was going to be the one for me.
He motivates me to be a better person. He motivates our kids to be great people. And without him, my life would be very, very boring.
And I made this promise to her. I made this promise that she would always laugh. I would cross that line on the jokes a lot, but I promised her I would always make her laugh. And I think I've done that for a while now.